it's your favorite local neighborhood do it with Dan guy, back at it again with another video. Today I'm running 2 GoPros, not for this particular video. I'm actually recording another video while we're doing this, just for a voiceover video later. I think you guys will enjoy that. But today I'm on my way to the gym, and I figured I'd talk about a topic that I used to get asked about a lot. I was actually going to mention it while I was on the podcast with Officer 401 and Mike the Cop, because I was actually training to be a cop. I thought it was relevant towards the podcast, so and we were like, I mentioned it to them, and they're like, we'll save it for the podcast. But believe it or not, your dickhead friend was going to be a cop at one point or another, police officer, if you will, a officer of the law. Give him that long dick of the law. Dick. Gonna give her that dick. That dick. Pop off a piece of that dick. I'm gonna pop off a piece of my dick. Give her that dick. Dick. My exquisite erection selection. Dick. Give her that dick. Dick. Wieners. I mean, you guys know that I went to college for criminal justice, public management. I've got an associate's and a bachelor's in criminal law and justice and public affairs. I'm sorry, I think they switched it to public management now. Whatever. I don't use my degree because I do YouTube for right now. But, you know, if whenever YouTube decides to fail, if I need to go into law enforcement or if I need to become a, you know, public manager, I can. Are you serious? You're thirsty? You whore! I just filled you up last video. How are you this thirsty? You gas-sipping whore! But yes, believe it or not, your local neighborhood Dan guy was gonna be a cop, an officer of the law. I was gonna arrest people and stuff. I was gonna be like, hey, you, arrested. Let's see if we can get one good pull before we empty our tank. Well, I guess somehow through the magic of holy crap, I put fuel in my bike because now it doesn't say I need fuel. Oh, there it is. There's the fuel again. I think that's a good segue into why I didn't become a cop. Seriously, because of stuff like that. On the way to become a cop, basically, like I had done everything I needed to do. I'd done X number of ride-alongs with a couple of friends of mine. I had done ride-alongs with Georgia State Patrol and my local sheriffs and what's the other one called? I can't remember it. Sheriff and City, there you go. With the city and with the sheriff. I could have gone in. I had already put myself halfway through the academy, which is expensive, by the way. Like I had paid for the academy, like the police academy, out of pocket. You know, some counties, if they really want you in there, they'll pay for it. And I don't think they really wanted me in because they knew what I did. They knew I had a sport bike. This was really before YouTube. They knew the type of asshole that I was and the type of shit that I did. So it wasn't anything new to them. I got to thinking about it. I was like, you know what's gonna happen is that I'm gonna get on my bike, do 130 miles an hour, and then go give someone a ticket for doing 10 over, because that's how the law works, right? The truth is, I didn't want to be like that. I can't believe this thing's thirsty already. Oh no. Age too fast. By the way, everything I just did was recorded in Mexico. Not real. Didn't actually happen. I don't understand why they do diesel is black on these pumps, because usually most places diesel is green. I think I've already filled this bike up more times than I have my ZX-10, and I'm not exaggerating. I'm dead serious about that. It seems like every time I ride it, I have to fill it up. Hopefully that GoPro will be all right. If it falls off, it falls off. Whatever. I've had the GoPro for years, and it's actually broken anyway. So if it falls off, it's like, man, not a big deal. It just fell off! That didn't last long. It really did just fall off. I'm gonna go back and get it. Where did my GPRO go? R.I.P. Rest in penis. I don't know why, but the rear brakes on the H2 just absolutely suck. They're non-existent. I wonder if that's maybe just this bike. One of the main reasons I didn't become a cop, though, was specifically because I knew the type of dickheadedry that I would be doing in my life. And it's like, I felt hypocritical. And like, yeah, I can be hypocritical about a lot of stuff. Like, I'll bash some idiot for hitting yellow Porsche for crossing double yellow lines and then like do it myself, you know, because it's funny. Came off somewhere around here. Now let's make sure that came off too. Oh yeah, ripped the whole mount off and shit. Oh shit. There's the backing of it. All right, let's find the rest of it. Oh, that guy's stopping for me. What a nice guy. I gotta explain to him I just busted up a GoPro. that I'm injured or anything like that. I'm good. I just lost a GoPro. It's fine. Thank you. Hey everyone, this is Richard. He actually he just like randomly was like rolling by and saw me looking for the GoPro and pulled over to see if I needed some help. And he was the one that found the GoPro. It's totally destroyed beyond belief because the case opened up, which of course it was gonna at I think like 100 miles an hour when it came off, probably. Oh well. But you said you had a channel. You just started?
Yeah, I just started. It's Rick and Moto, like Rick and Morty, but.
How high is your IQ? I'm going to try to find the link and then post it in the description. Worst case scenario, I'll just text you and ask you. But, yeah, man, thanks. Much appreciated for helping me out, dude. That's super nice of you.
Call a biker. It turns out to be doing with Dan.
Oh, look, he's got the Motonosity.
Oh, yeah.
He's got the Motonosity koozie cover. I thought, Marine Corps? I saw your backpack, man. Much appreciated for your service. Thank you so much. Sick bike, man. Look out for fucking Porsches and all that good stuff. And much appreciated, dude. Super helpful. Just randomly came up to me and was like, "Hey, man, what are you doing?" I was like, "I'm looking for my GoPro." He's like, "Okay, I'll help. I got 5 minutes." I'm sure he's thinking like, "Oh wow, she's much shorter in person." I need to go to the chiropractor first. That was really nice of that guy, man. Much appreciated to you, Rick and Moto. That's a cool name. Oh hey, hi, buddy.
What's up?
What's going on, man? I can't hear the sound of my exhaust. I gotta get my neck cracked. I also need to get to the gym before they close. I didn't bring my keys today. That idle sounds a little high. I ran into these dildos. It's nice to meet these guys. And they made me call their buddy Pop-Tart, or Brennan, whatever he goes by. And he wanted me to do an "Oh Billy" because I haven't done one in a while. So, "Oh Billy." Okay, goodbye hug. Woohoo. Goodbye.
See you, dude.
Okay. God, I needed to come here. Holy crap. Usually I go with Dr. Mans, but new lady chiropractor today, she did a great job. She did this like WWE move on me. Oh man. He thought his grom was loud? Man, I feel good. But back to the subject at hand. I know it's been a really roundabout day. Why I didn't become a cop was basically because I didn't want, you know, like I said, it's one thing for me to haul ass and then me tell people like, "Oh, that's not cool to haul ass," you know, or for me to pass WL lines and then me be all like, "Well, you can't fucking pass WL line," which wasn't even the point of my video if you watched it. It had nothing to do with what he did. It's how he did it. Everyone makes mistakes. Some people are just dumb. But there's a lot of reasons why I didn't become a cop. The biggest one was the hypocrisy of it is that I knew that, you know, this is when I was younger. I don't do this anymore, but I used to drink at bars and stuff like that and drive home or even ride home, which I don't support. I don't do now. You know, I think that's dumb now, but at the time I did. I thought to myself, it's like, how can I go in the next day and give a guy a DUI for doing the exact same shit I was doing? You know, ruining someone's life or giving them a ticket that they can't afford because that's what I decide is how the law works. You know, I didn't want to do 150 miles an hour and then turn around the next guy and give a guy a ticket for doing 10 over. You know, it's not what I wanted to do. It's the second reason I didn't is because of the pay. Every cop in my area starting salary was, I think, less than 30 grand a year. And I was like, dude, that's so low. And even, you know, on top of the benefits and whatnot, it's like I didn't want to be an Atlanta cop. You know, Atlanta cops don't exactly get paid tons. From what I understand, it's based on, you know, crime rate in the city, and it's also based on property value. So if you have high crime rate and high property value, you're going to get paid a lot more than you would normally. But if you have high crime rate and low property value, you still do high crime rate work with low property value pay. It's like, fuck that, dude. And halfway through school, YouTube started paying well. I was all of a sudden making, you know, a decent paycheck every month just by doing YouTube. And I thought to myself, I was like, oh, this is great. To help me pay through college. It helped me pay my college out of pocket. I don't have any student debt. And at the same time, I was like, okay, so when I get out, I can follow my career path and do other stuff. But I didn't. At least not yet. I was like, well, I can either be a cop and make no money, or I can be a total dickhead lunatic and make lots of monies. I think it's pretty obvious which one I went with. And there's a big part of me that still wants to do some form of law enforcement, I guess. I mean, I just want to do undercover shit. I think that'd be cool. I'm not talking about like your local neighborhood weed guy. I mean, like, I have a local neighborhood weed guy. Like, that's not what I'm talking about. And that's another reason why I didn't become a cop. It's hard to give someone a ticket for smoking weed and then go home and smoke weed. It just doesn't seem right. At least on my totally fucked up moral compass, it didn't seem right. I had always had this idea of me being some cool cop, you know, like me finding a guy who had weed. It's like, yo, dude, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this weed and I'm gonna throw it away and just kind of like toss it into the grass and be like, have a good day, here's your warning, and then leave before he does. You know, I always thought that I'd be some cool cop like that. Or catch some guy doing like 140 miles an hour and being like, tell you what, you can race me for this ticket. But then I thought, like, how bad of a person would I have to be to do that? It just didn't seem like a good idea. So I thought, for moral reasons, like, yeah, I probably shouldn't be a cop, because I still have all these visions of being a cool cop one day. Pull over some dude on a Busa doing like 120 and be like, that's cute. Maybe it's because I've always been friends with cops, and a lot of people are always like, Dan, you're such a fucking cop writer instead of cock, get it? The truth is I'm not, you know. I just have a lot of friends and family who are police officers, and, you know, it really allowed me growing up to see that cops are they're just dudes, man, or women, you know, non-binary. Don't want to be offensive. Don't want to offend any transsexual cops. Dick. It just didn't seem worth it to me, man, to make the same. When I was selling cell phones, you know, at AT&T, I was making the same as like a base salary cop in my town, and it was like I can either sell cell phones or get shot at. Which one seems more valuable? Obviously, I chose cell phones. Like, man, it's gonna be so cool, get to fucking shoot at bad guys, fucking arrest people for doing illegal activities. And then I did a bunch of ride-alongs, and it's like 98% boring nothingness followed by 2% of increments of pure fear and adrenaline. And, you know, I'm not the only YouTuber that wanted to be a cop. Believe it or not, I think 6'4" Honda, he had made a video a long time ago. He's talking about becoming an officer, and he originally, I think he like shut his channel down for a short period of time because he wanted to be a cop in Canada land, or a Mountie or whatever they call those guys. I don't know. I just picture a bunch of cops wearing red flannel, riding moose. Like, hey, knock it off, eh? But, you know, he decided against it too because I don't know. I think they were like, we don't like you, 6'4" Honda. I don't do wheelies on this on purpose. It just happens. I posted on Instagram the photo of the GoPro. We found it. It's all thrashed. And someone's like, yeah, donate it to charity. I'm like, dude, that thing was fucking ripped. And actually, those guys that I met at my chiropractor, he wanted it, so I just gave it to him. I was like, go for it. It doesn't work. He watches the channel too. I just run into a bunch of people that watch my channel today, man. How cool is that? So I got to finish recording shots for that video that I'm going to be doing hopefully soon. Hopefully. Now, I'm not going to post all those other angles because I fucking destroyed my memory card. Alright, guys, well, that's the end of this video. I'm on my way home. I will see you guys later. It's your favorite neighborhood Dan guy signing off. Oh, I gotta do the hand thing. What the fuck? Come on, edit the video. Come on, editing version of me. Don't be a dick. Alright, fine. I don't give a shit. You know what, do it, Dan? Fuck you.